In this video, we'll install a Pi interface on our Pi-int2 server, as well as consider security for connecting to both the Pi data archive and its data source. The Pi interface we'll be working with is the Pi interface for OPC-DA, which retrieves real-time data from OPC Data Access or OPC-DA servers. In our environment, we saw in an earlier video that a Pi interface is currently running on the Pi-int1 machine. There, the Pi interface for OPC-DA is connected to an OPC server simulator, or the data source, and retrieving values to send to the Pi data archive. Over on Pi-int2, we need to install and configure the same Pi interface so that we can eventually form interface failover between the two interfaces. So let's head on over to Pi-int2 now. Here, the installation kits are also on the desktop in the software kits folder. So let's double click on the folder and find OPC int. It's version 2513. We'll double click. And like the installation kit for the Pi data archive, we're prompted to select a location to extract the installation kits. So again, I'll go with my desktop, press OK, press OK again. Alright. One note about Pi system installation kits. Prior to Pi SDK 2012, which was version 142.445, there were two separate OSIsoft prerequisite kits that had to be run before any other Pi system products were to be installed on that machine. These prerequisite kits contained several OSIsoft runtime and .NET framework files that were required by other Pi system applications. But with the release of Pi SDK 2012 and later, all of these prerequisite files are taken care of without the need for these prerequisite kits. So let's check here if we indeed have Pi SDK 2012, which is 142.445. Right? So although we're fine, just know that some older kits won't let you begin installing if the OSIsoft prerequisite kits weren't installed first. Alright, so here is the component for the Pi interface for OPC-DA, and then at the bottom just notice that also the Pi buffer subsystem is installed as well. So let's click OK. Alright, so let's proceed. Here you can type in your name and organization. I'll just put in some examples. John Doe, OPC plant, press next. Right. On our machine, there's only a single C drive located there. We don't have multiple drives, so let's just keep this destination folder at its default. And also notice it's within the PyPC folder, which is for all non-Pi data archive applications, like our Pi interface. Right, so let's click next. And then here is the network name of the default Pi server, which we can put in the name of our Pi collective. PiServ1. Press next, and then install. Alright, here we'll continue on with the installation. Type in your name, and then organization. And here, let's just take the defaults for installing some 32-bit components within the C drive. Alright, looks good. Press install. Right, and then we'll just keep going here. looks good. We'll install. Alright, great. Looks like everything installed properly, including the interface as well as the buffer subsystem. Let's close out. So we have the Pi interface installed. I mentioned earlier that the Pi interface configuration utility is a client tool that helps to create and configure Pi interfaces. Let's go back to this software kits folder and run the Pi ICU kit, which is right here. Let's extract to the desktop again. So desktop, and then press OK. For this installation, we'll accept all the defaults that are presented to us and just continue to the end of the installation. Alright, looks good. I'll press next here. And then just make sure that all of the components were installed successfully. That looks correct. So press close. Next, we can't proceed much further without some security considerations. Let's first talk about authentication in the Pi system.